Hey everyone. Hey folks. I'm gonna have to adjust the laptop a little as I'm working tonight. Uh, the graphics I went and picked up today. We have simple graphics for the car. We just have the numbers and names. But I figured I'd show you guys how we put those on the car. I'm gonna kill off some other stuff that's on the background here, so this is a little smoother. And like I said yesterday, we got wipers working. We got those axles built. Hopefully, you enjoyed the axles video and how those half shafts work and go together. I did order the other half shafts today. They will be here tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow night I'll build the other two axles so we can get those boxed up and ready to take to the track with us. The tonight, yeah, we'll just do the vinyl. I went and saw my friend Sam Goldfarb. He's a Viper guy, and he's been doing my vinyl for years. He has really great stuff, and he's super fast and he's really cheap. I will not tell you guys how cheap this stuff was, but I did not have to go to the ATM, and I did not have to use PayPal. So yeah, it was really cheap, and he gave me some freebies too. I'll show you in a minute. First thing we should do. What is? Come on. Just kidding. I do enjoy this, but this is where it's at. Ah, that gets me going. Okay. The other fun thing I had to do, and part of the reason why I'm on so late is I have the other phones for cameras, and they have to be updated. So you get the update notice from Apple, and you're like, oh crap, now I got to update these phones, and it takes a while to do all that stuff. The computer wants to update, but I have to do certain things on the computer. I don't want everything to update, so a little bit at a time. But the other thing I'll do tonight, if I get time, if you guys don't get bored, is I'll do the timing belt again. The thing I figured out, a whole bunch of research on this, is there's a tension issue, and that's why it's walking. And the tension is very specific, and that's why it's walking a very specific, excuse me, a very specific distance. So I'm trying to figure out how to get that set. The only thing I can think of is there's too much tension right now on the belt, and it's trying to pull away. So what I'll need to do is figure out how to get a little less tension on the belt. And I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but it'll be minimal. It'll be a little tiny shim or a spring or something to pull back the wheel a little bit, the idler wheel. So I'll figure something out on how to do that. But for now, we've got graphics to do. So I'll show you the graphics. These are big. These are called door cards. And these are what go on the side of the car, on the door. The same size as we had last time. Usually these are pretty standard setup. You have the series that you're running in, you have your car number, and then you have whatever class or division or group that you're running in. So usually we have these separate and we can put them in each section, but I know all the stuff for Lemons. So we have the 24 Hours of Lemons logo. We have our number nice and bold. They can see that from miles away. And then we have what class we're in. So there's no doubt. Then, so that's one door card. Here's the other door card. And then we have, these are our safety stickers. So this one is E for emergency, and that is where the fire pole is. And we have one on each side. So we have the fire pole, the electrical cutoff, and that tells people, look right around this sticker, there's the electrical cutoff. Then we have our tow stickers, and they go front and rear. So I have a few spares of these because they get weathered and because of how the printer worked. So we've got some spares. I'm actually going to leave these up here on the roof. We have extra door cards. These ones got, are these the good ones? Now these ones got kind of messy in printing. The printer jacked up. So these are kind of our backups if the door cards get jacked up. So we'll leave that up there. And then Sam was cool enough to give me, he printed out This is an actual Band-Aid that he scanned in, and he did a whole bunch of different sizes, like all these different sizes. So we're going to take these, and if for some reason we want to put them on the car for flavor, we do have a couple of. Do we have a couple of dings on this car? I guess we have the sunroof, and then I don't think we have any other. The rest of the body is actually pretty damn straight. So we might put a couple on the sunroof just for fun. But I mean, this is a huge Band-Aid. I mean, that's my hand. That's a big ass Band-Aid. So we'll set those off to the side. And then the last one, these are our drivers, one on each side. And it looks like it shows up backwards, but sorry. Brian, Ted, the other Brian, Dakota, and myself. So these are going on, they will go on right here so people can identify the drivers. And they're going to go on in order of experience and then ownership. So my name's going first. Sorry. And then Brian D. And then depending on size, we might just do Dakota, Brian H, and Ted because it'll be kind of pyramid shaped. So depending on how they look, we'll cut all those up. First thing we want to do though is clean all this stuff off. So I'm going to clean off as much as I can. Again, this is Lemons. We're not trying to win any awards. We're not trying to have it, mirror finish or anything. This is for safety and for identification. We want them to be able to notice us from half a mile away, and they'll be able to read these numbers, and they're going to stick on the entire weekend, rain, shine, whatever. So we'll get this stuff cleaned up, and I'll show you how I do that. First thing to start off with is a really nice cleaner. And this stuff is not too brittle. It's pretty much every shop. Purple Power takes a minute to do its magic. And what I'm going to do here is the old electrical one we've had on for, I think, 2 events. Come on. That's how good Sam's vinyl is. This stuff is. And of course, I made it slippery with the Purple Power. All right. Damn, my left hand is still jacked up. I really hurt it in Miami. I did something serious. But I'll be okay. If I stopped using it, it would probably get better quicker. Wow. And the other thing is with this vinyl, man, it gets sun-baked on there. Holy crap. It's really hard to get off. So give that a shot as well. Clean up as much of the back of the car as we can. I'll do the fender and stuff later. We just want to make sure this stuff is clean. The other thing we use is, and I'm going to have to get a new bottle, isopropyl alcohol. After we wipe down everything, we'll use this to make sure it's a nice, clean, dry, grease-free surface. And the cool thing you can do is this is just a regular spray bottle. And then what is this, the 1 liter? This is the 1 quart bottle. So the 1 quart bottle, you just take the cap off and a regular spray bottle cap will go on there. And then you have a spray bottle for this, which is very nice. I'm going to get the other, where did it go? It's over here. There it is. And we have to mark this one just because of AVE. Because we're AVE fans, we have to do this. And it's on both sides, isn't it? Yep. It's a funny shop thing working in. So even it's isopropyl alcohol, but we're telling people not to drink it. Oh, that one's open-ish. I got to be careful because the vinyl printer prints ink, and ink is allergic to alcohol. So I'm going to set that guy somewhere else. We don't want to mess up our graphics right before. The other thing I probably want to do tonight is this vinyl, the tape used to hold our side windows on is aged. So I'll probably replace that too. So now we can start to clean the car. Hopefully clean the car. The vinyl's so strong, it actually took off a whole bunch of the paint that I used when these doors are originally from the red car, and it took off a whole bunch of the paint when we took the stickers off. That's how much dirt's on there. Might have to hit this lower section again. And this is a lot of elbow grease, a lot of cleaner. But there's no reason why your race car can't look nice, right? Oh, and I'm sorry about the flood nose, you guys. Still going today. Loaded up on Dayquil, loaded up on NyQuil, and it keeps going. So I've still got some adhesive left on here, and it's going to be covered. So hopefully it'll peel up with the next round. That's the theory, at least. With this next graphic, the stuff up top here, and the stuff in the center will hopefully get peeled up. Yeah, there's still a ton of dirt on here. One of these days, it'll actually go to a real live body shop, and all of the whites will match, which would be, and it's actually peeling up white paint too. It's funny. It would be interesting to have all of those whites match. So right now in the car, we have about, I don't know, 5 different whites. You can also tell these doors are off a different car because the trim is on here, but it's not on here. The protector. What? How did I miss that? All right. That looks a little bit better than when we started. So we had big graphics on here before. And we took a lot of the paint and stuff off. And they left a whole bunch of stuff on here. This is one of the downsides about wrapping your vehicle is when the wrap comes off, you'll usually have a ton of adhesive that has to come off. And that that can get into the clear coat and can be really difficult to remove. I'm going to come behind here and grab some of my tape. So we're going to need tape to mark where this stuff is going. So that's one door. And we're going to do some alcohol right here. Now, alcohol evaporates very quickly. So you want to do kind of a small area and make sure you get it quick. And don't go hang out with cops after you do this because they'll think you've been drinking. Honestly, officer, I was just putting graphics on my race car. Sure you were, buddy. Let me guess, you only put 2 graphics on? How'd you know? All right. This is hard working around the lift like this, but I'm doing the whole door, even though the graphics aren't going on the whole door. I'm going to try and get some of that other adhesive off. You want to try and have the cleanest surface available. God, I really should repaint this. A lot of rubber marks down here from the last race. When I lean over like that, my nose just floods up. Sorry for the sniffles. Some of this stuff we can come back and get after the graphics are on. But that looks pretty damn good. Let's we'll prep the other side while we're lining up on this side. So let me give this a spray down. Make sure. Oh, that's right. We don't have the names on this side because we have the vent. I forgot about that. So we do only have names on one side. And that's okay. So we'll keep these as spares. That works. A more Rockstar. I don't know what this lady did when she cut my hair last, but she left this big, huge bump on this side. I don't know where the hell it comes from. So, doing these, we want 2 pieces of tape, and we need to find 2 reference points that are exactly the same on both sides. The door handle edge and the mirror are 2 horizontal same things. Vertically, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 different points here that we can reference. I know on this car and from the time that we've done these other ones that this is going to be my top edge. So I have my left to right and I have my top edge. That way I can do it the same on both sides. It's quick and easy, and I just need to fold this to the edge of where the sticker actually is. These are all die cut, which is really nice. But it's hard to see white on white. Okay. Oh, went a little too far there. There we go. Okay. Straight across. And that's going to be our edge our top edge. So I might just sit right here. Oh, that's really comfortable. And I'm going to look, there's our reference for our last one. So I think we're right about there and just slightly down, something like that. Now I'm going to attach this, slide him on, do the same thing on this side. And he folds right there. And then he clears. The bottom edge is actually at this bottom line. So that's where we're at. The 7 goes into the dent in here and it'll lift that up a little bit. Cool. So since we have the one side, all we have to do is take a measurement from the black line, to the door handle, 6 1/4. And we can do the same thing on this side. So do 6 1/4 in from the door handle on each side. I don't know, maybe I'm just looking at the car from the side. We can actually go further towards the front of the car. Let's just look and see if that works a little bit better. It's hard with the lift in the way. Let's see how that looks. It looks okay. You know what I might do is I might do it centered on the door. I think that's probably the best way to go. So that should be reasonably close. We'll try something just a little different look this time. And we are 17 there. And this is kind of concave. Hey, I'm within 1/2 inch. We are 17 1/2. So I'm going to do another 1/4 inch here towards the front. Just a little bit. And wait, that's now 18? That didn't work. Oh yeah, okay. 17 1/2. So just a touch more forward. We are at 17 5/8. And got 17 and just past 5/8. I'm calling it. So now if I want it centered on the door and I don't want to do that back and forth, I can just go off the door handle. And it's 8 3/4 inches. So that one I'll just do 8 3/4. Because I already have the X and I already have the Y too. So I just need the X. So we're ready to go. Yeah, I think that looks good. It's way more centered on the car versus back towards the door handle. Now these guys, where'd my masking tape go? It's on that side. These guys are going to be a little different because they're going to be individual. So there'll be something like that, kind of. The names will be a little bit closer together. The names will all be on they'll be within the height of the gas tank, the filler cap. So let's save this tape. And let's get to trimming these guys. Sam does this really nice transfer tape. So we'll be able to stick these and then peel them off. This is just straight black vinyl. No special colors. Nothing like that. The last graphics we had on here were awesome. We did a Kimi Räikkönen tribute, which was great. We had the 4 different teams that Kimi was on, and some other, just publicity pictures that didn't show any specific teams. We had a huge picture of him on the hood, and it was a great theme. And then the people at Lemons rushed us through judging and didn't really give a shit. So we did all this work for them to not care. That's fine. We knew it was awesome. We knew it was awesome. I think Brian Hammond is coming by tonight. Possibly. He was looking for some welding wire and said he might come over and do some stainless. So we'll see what happens with that. And we got his name pretty damn close. All right. The nice part is, since we're only doing one side, we don't have to have it even. You know what I mean? Once I do this side, that's how it is. What is that? There's already a piece of vinyl on here? I don't know where that came from. Okay. Oh, might have been from one of the cutoffs here. Ah. God, I hate it when my nose runs. Ah. Why does it have to be so cold? So yeah, we'll do them all within the gas tank. Center them up like this. Get them nice and close together. Level. And then the names will go down into a little pyramid down here. So let's do this guy first. We have a nice clean surface. Oh, I'm so sorry about that, you guys. This is the big one. So make sure our tape's on up here, and then peel from the corner. Peel straight up and straight back. And then there's our release. Now just keep tension on this guy. And he should lay exactly where we want him to lay. Try and keep the bubbles out. You can also use heat on this stuff, which works pretty well. And of course, I didn't bring over my handy dandy flattener. All right, I'm gonna grab my lay flat. Whoa, come back here. Okay, stay there. Get this out of the way. I need my little squeegee guy. He is all the way back here. If you need a squeegee for doing vinyl, they have these other ones that are like felt and they're really expensive, like $10 each. This is loop Velcro, and you get on a huge roll. And these are like 29-cent scrapers. You just loop it over. It works great for vinyl. So let's get this guy back up. And I have to like crouch down, work in this little tiny space. This thing does not want to lay flat up top. There he goes. So there we go. Now he lays flat. All right. So now take your time. Center to the outside. Oh, come back here. I'm trying to hold light so that my oils from my fingers don't get on the adhesive. I got a bubble right there. It's in the black. Can't really see it. You don't want to pull too hard. You don't want to pull too light. It's kind of this middle ground. Okay. There we go. Now comes the fun part, is this indent. Because again, you want to go from the center, but you want to keep that bottom edge catching too soon. Oh, crap. A little slippery there. And that's fine. Come back up here. There you go. Oh, shit. I just did it again. I'm trying to be smooth with it. But once he clears that edge, he gets not, he just wants to run away. So, there we go. Quick and dirty and very simple. But he's going to last a very long time. You get any bubbles in the in that dip right there. And just be careful with your placing tape. Make sure it doesn't peel up any graphics. There's not a bubble there. There's just like a weird shape in the door. I do have a bubble in the black here. See if I can stretch him out. You can also use heat and get rid of them. But yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's almost exactly where the other one was. You can see the tape line from the other one. Cool. So we can get that bubble. Maybe smaller. Flatten them out. What's nice is if you get a bubble right to the edge, you can just squish them out over the edge. I'm going to do a little cheat here. And just take the air out. And there he goes. Bye-bye. Yeah, nice. Okay. Our vinyl is on. Our main vinyl. Let's see. We've got two little guys right there. Cool. There There we go. That's the door. And I let the Purple Power sit on the other side a little too long, so I'll have to respray that. Then we'll clean the other side. Purple Power takes about, whoops, let me get this E sticker off of here before I get it super wet. Oh, wow, that's not the first one on there. There's a couple. Oh, wow. Oh, crap. All right, well, we'll do it over that one. Wasn't expecting that. Purple Power works really, really well. You have to give it about between 5, I'd say 3 and 5 minutes to actually work. When you're working on horizontal surfaces, it bleeds right down. So you have to be kind of careful with it. You got to kind of watch it. And it's okay to do more than one coat or more than one pass or whatever you want to call it. But if it dries, you got to come back and get it wet again. Otherwise, you never get rid of those drip marks. For some reason, this door held up way better with paint than the other door. But he is way dirtier because this is the side where Michael went off. He had a 2-off at pit race and got a bunch of dirt and mud and stuff underneath the car. And some of it kicked up here. A lot of it kicked up here. We'll come back and get this a second time. And I'm really trying not to drown in my own snot. That's so sad. I'm sorry, you guys. I know that's gross. I'm really sorry. So, all right. Well, this is going to take a minute to dry. So I might do a bathroom break while this is drying. God, there's a ton of dirt here. Again, not trying to do a full detail on the car. I just need it clean enough for these graphics to adhere. All the vents here, packed full of crap. Getting some of this leftover adhesive off from the edge. Yeah, that door came out a lot better. I don't know who cleaned that side, but they did a really good job. A lot of this is elbow grease. Just pushing and pushing until you get all the crap off. Yeah, again, we'll come back and clean all this. I mean, that's from a relatively clean car. So we're done with Purple Power for now. we're done with scissors. Whew. Mm. Oh, we're not done with Purple Power because we have to do the toe stickers. So yeah, I'm gonna pull the toe sticker off this side. Oh God. Ah. Okay. And then I'm pretty sure I have to do 2 new ones up front. So I will double check on that. Ah, when I lean over, my nose just packs full of snot. So front. Nope, we don't have to do the front. We have the 2 toes on the front, so we just need the 2 toes on the back. And these toe stickers tell the tow truck driver where the hooks are. So if the car is mangled or if it's in the dirt or grass or in the wet, they can actually just go reach underneath, clip. It says exactly where the tow hook is. So we're going to let that Purple Power soak in. We're going to do the 2. What do we need? We need 1 electrical and 1 emergency. So we can trim this. That's all we need. Put the scissors back. So this is all we need. And this is actually your basics. For any race car, you need to have the emergency fire pole designated on the outside of the car. You need to have the electrical cutoff designated on the outside of the car. There should be more than 1. There can be. There needs to be a minimum of 1 for each. And then tow hook, you can have 1 in the front and 1 in the back. On this car, we have 2 in the back, 2 in the front. So I'm just doing the back. So that is our other one. We'll put it with the list here. So that's all we have. So yeah, let me run to the bathroom quick, and I'll come back. We'll do the door card on the other side, and then I'll come back over here and do the names. All right, give me a second here. Had a brain. I swear I had a brain. I don't stop running. Okay, here we go. Okay, back. So we're gonna purple power the other side of the car. Or no, we already purple powered it. We're going to alcohol it and wipe it down, and then set the graphics in place. I apologize, you guys. I'm really trying not to drown in my own snot. So you hear me breathing heavy or something like that, it's because I have to breathe through my mouth because I can't breathe through my nose. Not right now. Normally I can. So take this and give me a minute. I'm going to hop on the other side of the car, wipe this down quick. I have to be quick with the alcohol because it evaporates quickly. Good. This must be the side where I painted the door. Yeah. Wow. Purple Power does a really good job. Okay. Let's get up front here a little bit. There's no reason why your race car can't look kind of nice, right? Okay. Again, since I'm hunched over, all the snot drains into my nose. So I'm sorry, that's a little tall. There you go. That's probably a little bit better shot. We're done with alcohol, and those are our backups. So we can use these two pieces of tape. Oh, that's right. We purple powered the bumper too. Sorry, what was on the floor. So stick that there. Sorry, I'm behind this. It won't take me very long. Or you know what? I'm going to put this in place, and I'll do this when we finish. You guys have already seen it. You've already seen how I do this. So I'm just going to put him in place and then come back to him. The ones on that side, you guys can see me what I'm doing. It'd be nice to have a cameraman, but everyone's gone. So it's just me now in the shop. Where'd my tape measure go? Right here. What do we say, 8.5 from the door handle to the black line? No, it's 9 inches. 9 inches. 8 and 3 to the edge of the black line, 8 and 7/8. If I could just look up, it would all drain and it would be okay. Wow. So, and 8 and 7/8, and slide him into place. 8 and 7/8. Correct? Yep, right there. So don't slip on me. There we go. Okay. All right. So we're going to grab that. Done with our tape measure for now. Pull and wipe it off. And then we'll do the names on the sides. It's amazing how much cleaning you do when you know that it's actually just going to get super dirty again, like almost instantly. if you've never experienced a start in a race where there's actually points available and contingencies and stuff like that, you are really missing out. And if you've never started a lemons race, you are really missing out. The last race had 113 cars at the start. It's a rolling start. So you have 113 cars all waiting for that checker or that green flag to drop. And everyone's trying to stay in line because we all want that green flag to go as quick as possible. We want everyone lined up. By the way, there's like 3 different color whites on this bumper. Funny. So you try and get 113 almost reliable cars lined up and ready to go. And they drop that green flag, and it is absolute chaos, man. Like full-blown SCCA Pro race cars that they put like a Baby Yoda sticker on, and they called it a theme. They go race at Lemons just so they can get tons of track time, whatever track they're going to. They're not actually in it to win it or anything. So you see the semi-pro cars like just absolutely take off, and then these other cars, they downshift, they try and go, and usually you'll have a head gasket, usually have, I don't know, clutch, something will blow up. Lots of guys window their blocks on the first like 2 or 3 laps. All these guys trying to get position, trying to get laps in. It's amazing to experience. Being in front of one of those cars, I had a Saturn in front of me, and we had it on camera. Saturn absolutely blew his engine up 20 feet in front of me. And you got to make that instantaneous move around him, avoid all the oil and coolant and everything, and get around him because you don't want to hit him. You don't want to hit anybody around you. Yeah, it's pretty hardcore. It's actually very hardcore. It's fun though, man. I cannot explain it. I can't explain how fun it is to do all that. And there's no way for me to explain how nice all the people are and how fun all the competitors are. That's very cool as well. So we're going to alcohol this again. I think again. I can't remember if I alcoholed it before. And that's, believe it or not, actually the only alcohol in the shop. We don't do alcohol anymore in here. We basically stopped drinking. Oh, God. Sorry, you guys. I know that's gross. So I'm going to grab the rolly stool so I can, as I drown, so I can sit and do this at eye level. Hopefully that's okay with you guys. And let's get our names here. Oh, alarm tells me it's 11 o'clock. So we've been going for about an hour. Excuse me, Brian H. Damn, almost had him. All right. Where'd my tape go? So for this, we don't need a ton of tape. It's not a very heavy graphic or heavy piece of vinyl. but we do want it to look halfway decent. We want it to be level. So we're going to put it halfway between, and my name is about halfway between. Next up, we have Brian, who drove with us at Pit Race. Did great. And so we just do these little tags so that we can move it around pretty easy. Brian's name is a little bit smaller than mine, so we'll try and get him centered in there. Something like that. Okay. And then next up will be Dakota. He was the next one to sign up for this event. And Dakota's a cool guy. He's a Porsche guy. Loves his Porsches. So we'll try and get him centered up a little bit. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, not bad. Next one is Brian Hammond. Brian's been to a bunch of Lemons events with us. Actually, I take that back. He's only been to 2 out of the 5. So got Brian kind of centered with the other Brian, something like that. And then if we do Ted down here, we can actually space these out a little bit more. So what we'll do with Ted is we'll put him at the bottom, and then we'll just move around. We'll center the rest of them. Ted, I have not met yet, but Ted is a SCCA guy, and he is friends with Brian DePaw. So when he mentioned it to Ted that we were looking for drivers, Ted was like, hell yeah, Road Atlanta? Absolutely. So now we'll take Brian off for now, set him to the side, and we'll take Dakota off for now and set him to the side, and move this Brian. Yeah, it's going to be a little weird with 2 Brians, but we'll be all right. So Dakota goes in the middle. That is the middle, I think. Yeah. Let's see how this looks. And Brian's name is a little bit smaller than mine. Try and get him straight and centered. Here we go. Brian Hammond. Again, straight and centered. Now, if I really want to get into it, I can measure. But I think we're pretty damn close. You guys can tell me how that looks at a weird angle. So that looks okay. I know it's hard for you guys to see there. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. So I got to do, I guess we'll do Brian DePaw first. And where is my Now for this, I'm going to use the harder edge, period, to stay on there. So now I can peel this off and the vinyl will all be on there. There's one. Now I can do mine. Peel the backing plate off with this guy. Okay. And then we can take the transfer tape, lift it. And there we go. There's two. Do Hammond, if we can. Yep. Oh, my phone's buzzing. Who would be texting me at 11 o'clock at night? I don't have that many friends. So, get this peeled off. You want to kind of be careful with the angles because you don't want to peel at the same angle as the N is because it can lift it. So, just a little bit of carefulness and goes a long way. So now we'll do Dakota. This guy doesn't want to lift up because he's on an edge instead of on the top. So we'll have to be kind of careful with height over there. I think we're good. Probably could have just left all the transfer tape on all of them, done them at once, but this will work. Just got to be a little careful. So yeah, like the angle of the K's, the angle of the T, and then the A, I'm going to pull it an opposite angle and then come to the other side. Same with the W's. Just kind of be careful because if you pull on the, anybody who knows Spring Smidge, you get 10 internet points. You get that reference. And there we go. And again, if we don't like it, we have another one that we can put on here. So we can change out any of the names if we need to. Cool. Those are our drivers. Only takes a few minutes, I think. What I could do next time is when we print it, I could actually get it printed in order and then have the computer get the spacing perfect. And then it's just a single thing and I just wipe it all down. But I'll take a picture of this and send it to the guys. Hopefully everyone approves. Hopefully. And there we go. Everyone still has a period by their name. I don't know why my phone's buzzing. Is there a scammer? Oh. Oh no. No scammers. Not yet. No scammers. Oh, damn, Rob Taylor was live and I missed it. Damn it. Okay. So you guys want to hang out while I do the two toes in the back? All right. We'll make it quick. These guys, I just need small pieces because I just need to make sure they're straight. And did we already alcohol this? I don't think we did. I don't remember if we did or not. I'm going to hit it again. Just because, like I said, that alcohol evaporates pretty quick. Okay. Love it. All right, I'm going to grab the roller stool here and peel one of these guys. I might actually have to go a little bit lower. Oh, God. I wish I could breathe, you guys. I really do. And we are going to do this literally at the edge of the bumper. And we're going to do them straight across. So I don't need my piece of tape here because I need to be able to see that top edge. So oh, this is tough. There we go. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you didn't go on straight. I might have to do transfer ones for these next time. Just so I can get them nice and level. Now he's too high on one side. Okay, let's find the halfway distance there. Yeah, there we go. All right, there's one. And for my other one, like I said, I don't need this because I'm going to use that top edge. I'm not measuring these left to right because they're just going to the center of the tow hook, whatever distance that is. That was from Toyota, and that's the number I'm using. So, oh, that guy went on pretty straight right away. Gotta like that part. There's a lot of guys that would just slap these on and call it good. But it's okay to take your time. It's actually very okay to take your time and do it right. Like this will probably, those stickers will probably last for years. So we'll add our electrical cutoff here. We're going to put him in the exact same spot as the other one was. Try and keep him level. That's the hard part. There we go. I'll have to try and keep him flat. Is he flat? Okay. Yeah. There we go. Nice. We'll do our emergency on the other side. And he's going on another sticker, so I don't have to do him any different. I just need to make sure the E is in the vertical position, so it doesn't look like a 3. And use this guy to get into the hard edge there on the glass. There we go. And our E is on. So there we go. Got our graphics on. They're look good. They're super simple. And like I said, I still have the Band-Aids. Where'd the Band-Aids go? Oh, they're right here. I still have the Band-Aids. I don't know. It'd be kind of funny to put one on the car, but we don't really have an injury that would show that off. So there's no real reason to do it. I'm going to put these guys in our spares. We'll take a set with us just in case something gets damaged, and then that'll go in the trailer. If we have a spare that we can put on, we don't have to use Sharpie or whatever. Like I said, the axles will be here. I'll pick up the axles tomorrow after 12. So might do axle building tomorrow. Get both. We can't because I don't have the other boots. So we'll do axle building before we leave for Atlanta. And then tomorrow, what else do we have? The board. We have the OBS and the streaming stuff that we have to do in there. Hopefully Brian has the brake pads for tomorrow. We can do all new brakes on this. Just brake pads. He's got some stuff from a company called G-Lock we're going to be trying out. They're great on his Miata, so we're going to do that. Which is this thing. This thing's pretty cool. Line in, line out. And you can go tighter, more rear bias or less rear bias. And since or I should say more rear braking or less rear braking, since our brakes are huge up front, we have the Lexus IS300 brakes up front. We still have the stock MR2 brakes in the back. So we're going to send a little bit more fluid to the back in order to keep the car, instead of it diving when we brake, hopefully it stays a little more level. Keep your contact patch a little more even front to back. And that gives you a better handling car, less understeer, less oversteer, and hopefully you can power through turns better. So that's the theory behind that. We're going to obviously test it out before we leave. I really hope those coils show up tomorrow. I haven't heard anything from BC. I might message them tomorrow just to see if we're going to get them before. I expect the Hans devices to be here tomorrow, and something else is going to be here tomorrow. I can't remember what else is supposed to be here tomorrow. We'll have a nice full weekend to do a ton of stuff, and I'm really excited to go racing. Another friend of ours is actually going to join us. I think he's going to fly here and ride down with us on Thursday with me and Scott Brixey. And then the other guys are going to meet us on Friday. They're coming down. They're doing like a half day of work, and then they're driving down. So we have another buddy who I think he's flying here, or he's going to fly into Atlanta and meet us there. It'll be great. We've got 7 or 8 of us. So we'll have a good time. I promise. We'll see who comes to the shop tomorrow night, and we will. We're supposed to be doing something in here on Saturday night. If I get a confirmation tomorrow, I'll let you guys know tomorrow on the stream. But that's about it. I apologize for the lateness again. Trying to get all this stuff done and regular work and everything else, and buying a house in Florida and all this stuff. there's a lot of work. By the way, I found a really great house in Bonita Springs. I really like it. So I'm gonna pursue that a little bit. Talk to the realtor. Um, it's got a pool. It's got a really nice pool, saltwater pool. So yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. I really appreciate it, and I'll get back to the Facebook lives once my nose stops running uncontrollably. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and subscribe to Kevin's Place as well. You can find that. Just search Kevin's Place, and this is Kev's shop. So definitely subscribe. I really appreciate it, and pass the word along. That's great. And don't forget to show someone that you love them. Okay. Give them a kiss on the cheek, grab their hand, give it a squeeze, show them that you love them very much. Okay. Don't tell them, show them. All right. Thanks, everyone. I will catch you on the next live. Cool.